Yeah. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jokz, Lokz. How am I looking? I think I look a little better in this lighting right now. I don't know why. That's because, like, every other time I do a video, it's either like I'm high as shit, tired as shit, just woke up. You know what I'm saying? I just be looking all fucked up. But the reason why you see how my skin is looking right now, it's clear as fuck. That's because I've been drinking nothing but mostly water. Cause like, I used to drink sodas and shit like every fucking day. Like I probably used to drink like at least 3 sodas a day, man. But you know what? I used to have a habit, man. I'm gonna tell you right now. I ain't gonna say I was an alkie, but I used to do a lot of drinking. Like, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. It just started like when I was like, man, probably like 18, 19, when I used to go to house parties and shit. I'm gonna tell you what I used to drink on, man. Y'all probably used to drink the same shit, cause you know I'm 36, and like I'm kind of I don't look it though, do I? Nah, that's cause I take care of my skin. That's cause I cut back on that shit, man. That's like I gotta stop drinking this shit, cause when you drink on that shit, man, it be making your face look all fucked up. You be waking up, your goddamn eyes look all distorted, skin look all dry and rough and shit. Makes your skin look dull as fuck. Like, do you really want your skin to look like that? I mean, sorry to drink a beer like once in the moonlight, but you got motherfuckers that just be like drinking that bitch all fucking day, every day. Gotta go to the bar every night. Shit, my dad drinks I think he an alky. That motherfucker be drinking like, shit, he drink a 6-pack a day. I swear. I think that's where I got it from. It probably run in the family. He drinks still. Maybe his dad. I don't even know his dad. His dad was not around when I was born, so he probably passed away way before I was born. So the only thing I seen was photos of him. That's probably where he get it from. Know what I'm saying? Like, shit, back then, man, we used to go to house parties and shit. Man, I used to be in that motherfucker, man, be like at the house party getting turned though. You put the music on and shit, and it'd be like, damn, I'd be like just taking a beer. Then I'd be chugging that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They be having them kegs and shit. You ever did a keg? You ever did that keg bong? Man, them beer bongs, man, shit. Them motherfuckers, boy. You do a beer bong, that shit will fuck your ass up. You be, yo, I'm talking about. I only did it with regular beer. Could you imagine that ghetto shit? I don't know if y'all drink that shit. I used to fuck with it. Still reserved to it, man. You talk about that ain't even, I don't even, motherfuckers call that shit beer. That ain't no fucking beer. That shit is some old piss shit. And I used to be like, I'm telling you, I used to be hardcore on that shit, man. I used to get that shit like all the time and shit. Like back when I was like 18, 19, 20 and shit. You know, I couldn't buy it at the time, but, you know, like a homie or something, older dude, used to go to parties, you know, older cat, he might go get it for us and shit. You know what I'm saying? Go give me a Colt 45 or something. You know, I chug that motherfucker. But, yo, I'm going to tell you like this, though. When I hit 21, shit, that's all the fuck I was drinking mostly. I still was drinking, like, you know, Budweiser, Bud Light, and all that shit. But, man, I used to drink on them still reserves, man. If y'all ain't never had one of them motherfuckers, boy, that cheap shit, don't get it twisted. Back then, when I first started drinking them motherfuckers, they were like $1.89. Now them hoes like $4 now. God damn, I mean, it went up over the years. But like, we used to go to parties. That's all I used to drink was that shit. On occasion, I'll drink a little beer, you know, a little Budweiser. Drink some Coronas and shit, Heinekens. Don't get me wrong. I would drink a beer on occasion now. I had to stop fucking with that shit just altogether because it was like, that beer would tear your insides up. That shit give you like sclerosis and shit. You don't want that shit in your liver. That shit will kill you. You want to live a long life? You want to live a nice long life? Stop drinking that beer every fucking night. Because that shit will kill your ass. Better start sipping on this water. Stop fucking with that goddamn beer every night. I know some people out there, alcoholics. Better take your ass some counseling. Stop drinking that shit every night. But you fucking around be dead before you fucking 50. Shit, all you alcoholic motherfuckers out there getting all drunk, going to bars, everything. That ain't solving no problem. I know you might be going through some depression. Girl ain't giving you no ass. Hey, that ain't my fault. I'm just kicking facts that you just need to stop. Just reduce it. I ain't saying you gotta stop altogether. I didn't stop altogether. I was shit during this pandemic. I'm gonna tell you right now, I changed. I did a lot of changes. Shit, I just fuck around and just stop. This for months, I didn't even touch that shit. And my body felt so much better when I just stopped drinking that shit. I mean, I'll drink on occasion. You know, like a Dos Equis, or like I used to love me some Coronas with the lime and shit. Don't think that shit bomb with that lime though. But if I drink one, it's gonna be something like that or some Dos Equis. And but I ain't fucking with that more liquor no more. Fuck that shit. I did enjoy it. It got me in trouble though. I used to drink that shit. Man, that shit got me in the fights, got me arrested. The only time I ever been arrested, and I've done a lot of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? But the drinking in public got me in trouble. I got arrested for that shit in Virginia. I got that shit arrested in fucking Texas. I was in the Bell County Jail. I was in Virginia Beach. I was in what's that place? Yorktown, Virginia. I was out there like I used to live in the East Coast, so right now I'm in the West Side, but back on the East Coast, that's where I was like out there and shit, drinking and shit. I was drinking and driving. I told you not. Like one day, man, I just got a car. I drove like two tall cans of that Still Reserve. Man, I drunk that motherfucker. I had a little tolerance at the time, man. I was able to drink, and I was a skinny dude. And you know what I'm saying? I was able to drink that shit, and I drove like a dumbass because I wanted to go to this party that the homies was like. I was trying to go in the car. They ain't had no space in the car, so I was like, fuck it, man. My dumb ass decided I'm gonna drive up there, and I'm gonna put like this. I drove over across that bridge, and where I lived, there was a small town, so the cops, they used to creep in between, you had the road, and then in between the middle, you had the little the grass in the middle, and they used to park their cars in it and turn the lights off. They were trying to be sneaky with the motherfucker, but I was able to maintain driving. I wasn't all that fucked up. I mean, I was tipsy as hell though, but I wasn't supposed to be driving because I know what the way my weight was. I was under 150 pounds. I was over the limit. I know I was, but I was able to handle my drinking with that shit because I had a high tolerance. Now if it was hot, now if it was no hard liquor or something like that, nah, hell no, I wouldn't have drove. But with that shit, I fucking drove, right? And then I made it across that bridge. I was like, God damn, I drove all the way over that motherfucker. And it was I got to where I called them up the homies hey, where the party at? It was in this complex, apartment complex. They had these those what do you call those? Some condominium houses, some apartment shits, what do you call them shits? And it was by the McDonald's and shit. I drove all the way across that bridge, made it through without no cops stopping me. And then I was sitting around, calling homies hey, where the party at? He's like, oh man, it's over here. I don't know, they probably was drunk as hell. I was like, what apartment number is the motherfucker at? And then they tried telling me or whatever. I couldn't get the shit figured out. They was not giving me the directions, all fucked up. And then I tried to call back again, and it was nah. I don't know, but I just got back in my car and drove. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there driving and shit, and man, I keep seeing this car was creeping behind me. I mean, what the fuck? Who is somebody following me like a mother? I started getting scared as a bitch though. Somebody kept following me and shit, and then I just kept on driving, and I was like, oh shit, nigga. It was the fucking police. That motherfucker was in an undercover, right? All white shit. Pulled me over. He's like, you been drinking? I said, yeah, a little bit. He's like, can you step out the car? Damn, I stepped out that motherfucker. I said, I knew I was in trouble. Because you drinking that Still Reserve, that's some strong shit. You can smell it all on you. They're like, we can smell it on you. We have to take a breathalyzer. I'm like, oh, fuck. Then they had another cop come out. It was probably 3 cops, 4 cops. What the fuck do you need 3, 4 cops for one motherfucker because of my skin tone, they probably was scared as a bitch. Probably thought I had a gun or something. Probably was like, man, we're gonna get back up for this motherfucker. This motherfucker might got a gun. He might be loaded and shit. Man, shit, nigga. If I was fucking loaded, why the fuck would I go out and cooperate? I just went and just pop you bitches. But that'd have been a stupid move because then I would have got shot the fuck up, been dead and shit. Then I wouldn't be sitting here talking to y'all right now, would I? No. But anyways, them motherfuckers, man, did a breathalyzer on me. I went over the limit. It was like 0.05 was the limit. I went past that shit. I don't remember the number. I was a skinny dude. And they was like, well, at first, I think he was about to cut me some slack. He was like, well, if you can find a ride home, we'll let you go. I tried to call my brother, tried to call like a friend, couldn't get, I tried to call another friend, couldn't get nobody to answer the phone. So then the cop was like, well, could you find a ride home? It must have been a good movie because any other cop would just lock your ass up. You would have got a DUI anywhere else. Especially if it was some old racist redneck town. That motherfucker would have just straight locked your ass up on the spot. Especially if you ain't white. You looking all minority like myself. They would have seen a motherfucker like me out there, like Alabama, Mississippi. They would have locked my ass up for real quick. But like, yeah, man, they end up like, fuck, man. I couldn't get no ride. I tried to tell him and shit. He was about to cut me some slack. I almost could have got lucky. I was on driving and over the limit. That should have been automatic DUI. But then he was like, well, since you ain't find no ride, I'm gonna have to just take you in. I was like, fuck. I ain't have no choice. So that motherfucker took me in and shit. And I was like, fuck it, man. Fuck it. I had to do what I had to do, So I was like, fuck it, man. So they ended up putting me in the county jail. I sat in that bitch. I was in a holding cell. I wasn't even in the holding cell the whole time. I was mostly like in there. They had a little lobby and shit. They had a movie on with Summer Hayes' fine ass, and I was just fucking looking at that shit. I was drunk as fuck, though. I couldn't shut the fuck up, though, because I was so wasted. I ain't know, but then they put me in a holding cell. Ate some breakfast in that bitch. Cereal, they had some cereal, some sausage. Don't eat that sausage, though. That shit was all gray and shit. Looked like a decayed dick or something. I'm like, what the fuck is this thing? This a sausage? I took a bite. I ain't even bite into that motherfucker. I took a little bite. That's like, hell no. I ain't eating that shit. So I ate the fucking cereal. It was like some off-brand Fruit Loops, but it wasn't bad for some jail shit. You know how the jail food be all fucked up. Give you some shit, you don't know what's in it. At least I knew what the fuck I was eating at the time, but I said, man, and then I ended up like my cousin and my brother came and got me out of there and shit. And I was like, fuck, man. God damn. Then I had to pay the fine and shit, so I didn't have to go to court. It's like $120 or some shit. Pay that shit. Then there was another time I was in Virginia Beach. We was in the club. Man, they had happy hour from like 7 to 9. Man, we just drinking mixed drinks. I was just drinking whatever, clear drink, mixed drink. I ain't give a fuck. I was so turned up. It was like 2 hours drinking. Faded as fuck. I'm in the club just dancing. The homeboy had like a VIP, right, for his girlfriend cousin. Man, they had like some Crown Royal. Went back there to the VIP. First time I've been to VIP in the club. Man, we was about to get turned up. I was drinking steroids. Not steroids, I was drinking Crown Royal. Man, I was all fucking faded. I was like, God damn. I was like out of my world. Then they had the music started playing. I ain't give a fuck. I ain't give a damn how that bitch was looking. I was just faded, just wanted to dance. I was just up in there just getting turned up and shit. I was just like, God damn, boy. I was fucking faded. Man, came back, my goddamn head and shit was hurting the next day. I was like, man, I can't be doing this shit. So then, like, I gave myself a conclusion. I was like, you know what? This shit is you're just gonna wake up and your head's gonna just be fucking pounding, man. And I said, man, look, I can't be doing this drinking shit, man. So it's like, I had to like calm the fuck down because I was just too wild. And then I got in the fights in the club. I got in a fight up in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Because he was fighting. I was dancing on some girl. And the dude got all mad and shit. Was like, oh, you dancing on my homeboy girl and shit. Oh, you fuck. What the fuck you getting mad about? Me dancing on your homeboy's girl and shit. Like, nigga, is it that serious? I'm sitting there trying to fight with the shades on like a dumbass, That nigga fucked my face up though. Had my face swollen up. I was looking like fucking. I look like I got ran over by a fucking truck and shit. My face was like. Face looked all fucked up. I look like, man. I look worse than a crackhead. I swear to God. A crackhead probably could have got a date before me the way my fucking face looked that time. That shit was all bloated. It looked like I look like a fat. I look like Marshmallow Man in the fucking face. I swear to God, I was all fucked up. It was like, God damn. That's why I'm like, man, look, I gotta put that shit down, man, because that shit just got me in fucking too much trouble. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was cool while you're doing it, but I just had to stop, man. It makes your body look a lot better, makes your skin look better when you stop fucking with that shit. I mean, that's just pretty much what I just wanted to say, man. That's one of the reasons why, man, I just had to stop drinking. Straight up. Put you like this, everybody. Like, click, subscribe to that shit. If you got any experiences, let me know right on the DM. I'm out.